Okay, good morning, everybody. So, thank y'all for hanging out with me yesterday. It is the next morning. I just got back from dropping my boys off at school and made me a cup of coffee. And I'm going to show you guys what I picked up yesterday from Hobby Lobby. Did I pick up anything from Walmart? I'm not sure, but we're going to go through everything. And we're going to finish off our finishing touches for Thanksgiving for this tablescape. For these tablescapes upstairs. Because as soon as I'm done with the last minute things I'm doing down here today, we're going to immediately jump into Christmas. Okay? Because I got a few Christmas DIYs I want to do with you guys. So anyway, we're going to just get started. Okay? So yesterday, y'all saw me pick up that gold leaf. I remember right when I got to the cash register, I had a whole thing of it at home. Well, I used it a couple times, but a lot of leaves come in those packets. So I this is way more than enough than what I need. And plus I got some more sheets in here of, I think this is the copper leaf. Yeah, this is the copper leaf. And I think I have some silver left. Yep, have some silver. See, I was about ready to spend unnecessary money. That's why I have to really like watch myself when I get in Hobby Lobby, because I'll spontaneous buy and I already be having the stuff in my craft stash. Okay, so I didn't get those yesterday, that gold leaf, because we already have some of that. Let me just pull the bag up. Focus y'all on the bag. Hope y'all can see everything. Okay. So, what I got from Hobby Lobby yesterday, and we're going to use these in our craft to make the coasters for our table for Thanksgiving. I'm going to experiment with these napkins. We're going to see. We're going to see. And I'm going to show you guys. But, yeah, so these are cute. It's called, it's table confetti, but, and it got the, you know, fall leaves and the walnuts and pumpkins in it. But we're going to make it do what it do. And y'all saw when I picked up these guys for our craft today. We got some glue sticks. We needed those. They didn't have Gorilla Glue sticks. I picked up some of these for our craft. And I got the pencils and our confetti by Craft Collection. This stuff is awesome. And here's the silver pen. And this is what I picked up from Walmart. But this is for Christmas. This is Christmas stuff from Wally World. I picked up these two of these ornaments. So I thought they were cute. So they had 3 left. So I should have got the 3rd one. But who knows, they might stack up by the end of this week. So I'll be back there. Hopefully I could pick up like 2 more. And by the end of my collection out. I want to at least have 6 of these, but I got something in mind for these. But that's going to be for Christmas DIYs, okay? We're going to put this away. And yeah, so we're going to get started on these coasters. Okay, so this is what my kitchen table set looks like. Kitchenette set looks like. Now everything is kind of cute. I like the way how all the oranges and everything came together for Thanksgiving. But I realized I needed some coasters. Those cups those glasses rather, need to be sitting on some nice oversized coasters. So that's the vision that I got in mind. So we're going to start with doing the coasters for this table first. And then we're going to move over to making some for the dining room for Thanksgiving. Now, I love this room, and I love the table setting, but as you can see, them glasses are just sitting there, so they need some coasters as well. But first off, we're going to start with the kitchenette coasters. Okay, so this is what I'm using. I'm using casting resin. You could get it at Hobby Lobby, you could get it at Walmart, you could get it at Michael's. And when you use this stuff, follow the instructions, okay? I had to turn the TV down in the background. I'm sorry about that, but follow the instructions, okay? Read the instructions, follow the instructions, okay? It's the best thing I could tell you. Make sure you have everything you need, which I have my temperature gun, I have my heat gun right here to pop all the bubbles. If you don't have a heating gun, you could use a blow dryer. I have a mask. I try to have everything that I need at hand when I'm working with epoxy. I got little cups to measure out my usage, and it's a 1-to-1 ratio, okay? This stuff is very thick and it gets really sticky, and you gotta work with it, quickly, okay? This isn't something that you could just do and then walk away and come back. No, because it's gonna start curing. So see there, I have one glass that I'm going to put all the clear epoxy in, and I have my little cups to help me measure. Okay, so this is part A. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio, okay? So the same amount that you use of A is the same amount you use of B. But since I'm not a good mathematician, I always just use a regular little these little cups from the Dollar Tree, because that way I know that I'm using the same amount of each as long as I put in 1 cup of each. See, I got my 1 cup of part A, and then I'll use another cup to do a cup of part B, and I'll take and I'll dump A into my regular mixing cup, because what you don't want to do is you don't want to try to waste your waste product, and I hate the waste product. So this is why I only measure out what I feel I need that I'm going to use, because epoxy is pretty pricey. I actually caught these on clearance last season at Michael's for $11.99 a box. So I picked up 4 boxes because I always do stuff with using epoxy. But normally they're regularly priced at $24.99 per box. So me getting them for $11.99 per box was a steal. That's why I got so many of them. So yeah, you don't want to waste your product. So I'm doing a bigger batch. So I did 2 cups of part A, and I'm going to do 2 cups of part B, which I think is the hardener. That's why it's so yellow in color like that. Yeah, so it's always a 1-to-1 ratio. So if you're going to do a bigger batch and you're going to do 2 cups of each, just make sure it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So don't use 3 cups of hardener and 2 cups of the other resin. Okay, if you use three cups of the hardener, use 3 cups of part A, which I think that's like the sealant, or the it makes it real glossy. Yeah, so just make sure you're doing the 1-to-1 ratio. So this is what it looks like, all mixed up. So this is the part that I hate about working with resin, epoxy resin, because you have to stir it. You have to stir it. Now on this box, since it's casting resin, it says from 3 to 6 minutes stirring. But I have worked with epoxy. You got to stir it until you start seeing bubbles like that. That's when I feel comfortable with my epoxy, and I know that it's really blended in. The products, part A and part B, have really mixed. This is why you have to stir it. But meanwhile, while you're stirring it, it gets thicker and your hands start getting cramped. They do have machines that you can buy to help you stir it, but I just do it the old-fashioned way. But here, so what I'm doing is I'm pouring out just enough that I need in some clean little cups from the Dollar Tree, because I'm going to be doing, putting glitter in those cups for my first pour. And I don't particularly need all of the resin to have glitter in it, so I'll just pull out what I need. Okay, and so this is some glitter I got from Michael's. Now they come in like a case of 3 different textures of glitter. One right there is real fine, like pixie dust, so I don't want that. So I'm going to use the other glitter in the middle. It's more of a heavier texture. Yeah, and it floats really nice. It's not thin like dust. I didn't want that dust effect because I didn't know how well that would mix in with the epoxy. So we used the heavier glitter. You could use any glitter that you like if you attempt to, you work with this product. Okay, so I realized at that point I had put in too much glitter. I got a little over happy with the glitter. I'm crazy about glitter, and I put too much in, but no worries. I just put a little bit more of the resin in from the original container that's already mixed, and yeah, that looks pretty good. It's still a lot of glitter, but I think it'll do well. So if you don't want this much glitter on, just do like a little sprinkle. I kind of went heavy-handed on it by accident, but the glitter just shot out of the container so quickly, and before I knew it, I could, that was it. So it is what it is. So we're just going to work with it at this point. So yeah, what I'm doing here is just trying to spread everything out. Now, this epoxy is self-leveling. So if you leave it alone, it's supposed to self-level, but I just don't trust it. So I just, spread it out in all the areas that I want it to cover. But if you pour enough of it, it will self-level. level, and this is what the instructions are saying. Now, this is my first time using this product of epoxy. Well, not product, but this brand of epoxy resin. I normally use a different type of resin, but I like working with it, and that's the best way to get to know different types of resin by different companies and different factories and things to that nature. You have to buy it and you have to work with it to see, you know, how it cures, how it sets up, how long it takes, how well it takes color. So there, all of the molds are filled with glitter, and I'm about to I just added in that confetti that you saw us purchase the other day from Hobby Lobby. So they look good. The confetti looks good. So now what I'm doing is I'm going to add in some color over top of the confetti. Now, I did add in the turquoise, and I added in a little bit of like a burned orange into the epoxy. And see, this epoxy, I do give it to it. It does take color really well. Now, I just put a couple drops of orange, like a burnt orange, into some clear epoxy in the cup. And look at how rich that color came out. Oh, it's so beautiful. So now what I'm going to do is just go over and encapsulate the turquoise and all of the other confetti. I'm encapsulating it all in. And that orange really came out nice. Now, if you were doing this, if you like the orange, you could just stop right here. But I'm using the orange as a backdrop because we did pick up some napkins yesterday at Hobby Lobby. And I want to put the napkins, incorporate the napkins in. Now, this is an experiment. I'm experimenting as I'm going along. I'm hoping that this turns out good, but I have a vision in my head, and I have encapsulated pictures and different things inside of epoxy resin. So I'm hoping that when I go to encapsulate these napkins, everything works out good. But I did have to wait. I did figure I better wait a good 40 minutes for the first part to dry. And they have, you see how I got that shiny coat, but it's kind of sticky, and that's what I wanted. It got the sticky layer. So now I feel good about putting on my napkins, because as long as they're sticky, it'll be something that the napkin will stick to. And then when I go to do the top pour, they'll stick well. Because I did some practice napkins over here, some practice coasters, and the other three came out nice, but this one came out a little dark, so that got me kind of concerned, because I don't want it to be that dark. I want them to be light like that. So we're gonna see how all this goes. I'm thinking I should have put a coat of white on top, but we're gonna see. So here I cut out the napkins in a circle, and if they come out this bright with a clear coat of epoxy, then that's going to be good. That's what I'm looking for. And I'm going to I know you see the spaces on the sides. That's going to be fine because I'm going to put some cracked mirror glass on that side and encapsulate the cracked glass. And the jars of cracked glass, you could get that from Hobby Lobby or Michael's. Okay, so everything has cured, and I hope I'm in frame good. So I'm going to just let you guys see. These are the oversized coasters, and they look good. And my makeshift mold held up. So we're going to see. Look at that. It's cute, cute. Got all the colors in it that I want for one of my tables. And see how you could see how that napkin turned out, along with the little leaves, the confetti that we picked up from Hobby Lobby. It's encapsulated inside. That's one. See what this one looks like. You can see those leaves that I put in in the back. Looks good, looks good. Now, can they be better? Yes. So, but I am just so impressed on the way how these napkins turned out underneath the epoxy. And you have the little gold maple leaf. So yeah, I have to do some more work around the edges. Here's the last one because I made 4. And these ones are mine. These are going to be in my great room. I'm going to make some for my dining room and my living room. Okay, so this is the final look, and I am happy with the colors. You guys, they turned out gorgeous. They doing what I want them to do. They holding up the glasses, and they look amazing. They got all the colors in it that match my tablescape, and I think it's going to be a nice, cute little addition for Thanksgiving Day when we have our Thanksgiving dinner, and if company comes over, I think they'll be, everybody, all my sister-in-laws will be asking me, where did you get those from? Where did you get those from? You made them, didn't you? But yes, so I thank you all for tuning in, and we have another part coming up. I guess I'd call it part 3, because we still have to do coasters for the dining room table. And we're going to do the same technique, but with a little twist. So I thank you guys for watching. And until the next one, take care of yourselves and each other. And remember to vote freedom.